Hey, so welcome. So I'm excited to talk about today's topic. So if you're tuning in, go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know where in this whole wide world that you are joining us from. And I'm actually going to restream this video later tonight at around 9 p.m. Eastern so other people can enjoy the live stream as well. But we about to talk about fat girl mentality. And I was trying to think of like a cool title for today's video, talk about like mentality and identity and shifting identity and adopting a new mindset. And I mean, none of it really fit the bill. I just had to be blunt and be like, we about to talk about fat girl mentality. And so really it is based around what type of mentality do you need to adapt? What type of identity do you need to adapt? What kind of woman do you need to step into to overcome these health challenges, these health concerns that you have in your life? Because more than likely, if you're watching me, it's because it's health related, right? So we're just getting to the point. If it's for some health related issue that you have, a concern, a challenge, a long term or a chronic disease maybe that you have, or you're looking to reverse something that you have, or get off of medication, or reduce medication, break free from whatever health issue that you have, it's going to take shifting into a new identity, adopting a new mindset. It absolutely has to. And that's what we're going to get into today. Because if you like, Dr. Alex, what does this got to do with my health? It has everything to do with your health. But so much of traditional healthcare, traditional medicine is not talking about this. A lot of practitioners are scared to talk about this kind of stuff with you. So if you're tuning in, definitely leave me an emoji if you feel what I'm saying, or share this video so more people can tune in, because I know this is going to hit a lot of points with a lot of people today. So that's why I'm talking about this. And if you follow me, you know I don't look like your traditional doctor. I don't practice healthcare in a traditional way. So, but if this is the first time that you're catching me, welcome. I'm so glad that you found me. My name is Dr. Alex Rosa, and I am a functional medicine practitioner. I have a boutique telemedicine practice that caters exclusively to executive women of color, and I create bespoke luxury concierge wellness packages and programs for them. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, then definitely send me a message so we can talk about that a little bit more. But getting into today's topic, fat girl mentality. I can't even say that I am immune to fat girl mentality because I used to be a fat girl. I say it right now. I used to be a fat girl and I deal with fat girl thoughts on the daily. But the difference is I do not have fat girl mentality anymore. Mentality is how you are constantly, what state of mind you are constantly in. I ain't in that state of mind no more, honey, because I had things I wanted to do with my life, with my business, with my career, with my kids, with my family, with my body, my own physical body. So I decided to make changes. I decided, which requires taking action to do things. So it's a mentality. And the reason I bring this up is because I see so many women in the online space, online, talking about, I'm going to get my health together. I'm going to get my body right. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And for a couple weeks, they're doing really great and it's wonderful. And I'm very supportive of all of that. I love that. I love to see that. But a couple weeks later, it's all back to how it used to be. And that's the issue that comes up with New Year's resolutions, right? And I totally don't believe in New Year's resolutions because every day is a new day. You woke up, you opened your eyes, you got a heartbeat, you're breathing. It's a new day. It's a new opportunity to change your life. So I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. But what I do believe in is getting real and getting to the point about why so many of us have issues when it comes to making long-term sustainable changes to our health. When it specifically comes to our health, we fuck shit up. We get so caught up in it. And we don't have any long-term success with our health. And so this is really the reason why. It is the identity. It is the person of who you are and who you need to become in order to maintain that. And so often we stay in, I hope I'm not buffering because I see my little thing going. So often we stay in the mentality, in the lifestyle, in the person that caused us to have this chronic disease, this chronic illness that we have, whether it is high blood pressure, whether it is type 2 diabetes, whether it is obesity. Because if you follow me, those are my jam. Those are the things that I talk about. Those are lifestyle-based diseases. Those can be reversed. And the thing is that they happen over a lifetime. That's why they're called lifestyle-based diseases, because they happen over a lifetime. It took you a lifetime of work to get to this state of health that you are in now. And it's going to take you some time to get to the other side of that, where you are free from the medications and free from whatever problem that you have, or at least having an improved quality of life. But the part that's in the middle, the part that people have trouble getting over is the new person that you must step into, is the new version of the woman that you must become. That is the part that we fuck around with and we don't fully embrace and fully step into, is that part of it. And it's hard because that part of who you are, that identity that you have, that fat girl mentality that you have, whatever you want to call it, that mindset that you have, it is keeping you in the state of illness that you have. And I just made a video about this the other day, talking about our environment. And our environment, we set up our environment to support us. We have allowed or created an environment that supports us in staying sick. We 100% have. We have created an environment that supports us to stay sick. So it requires us creating a new environment, a new mentality, a new way of doing things to support us in this area of wellness, of breaking free from whatever it is that we have. So that's the part that most practitioners, most providers, most of mainstream whatever is not going to tell you is the big problem, is the big sticking point, is the who must you become, who must you fully step into and commit to becoming to maintain these long-lasting results. You absolutely have to. So I look at it as, I talk about environment, right? It's the people, places, and things around you. And you really need to picture yourself as that person who is free from whatever health concern that you have, whatever health issue you got going on. You got to picture yourself on the other side of that as the person that is free. What do you look like? What are you wearing? What are you doing? Who are you hanging out with? What are you eating? What are your daily activities? What type of information are you consuming? Who are you around? Those all make up your environment. Those are all parts of our lifestyle, right? And the fucked up part is that a lot of with those lifestyle-based diseases, it's all the shit that we grew up with, that we're exposed to when we're young. And we carry all of that into adulthood. And if you grew up in a home that had people with chronic illnesses, like so many of us do, and that's why so much of my work is based on women of color, because we know that we are disproportionately affected by type 2 diabetes, by high blood pressure, by cholesterol, by cardiac disorders, because of the lifestyle. So we grew up with all of that, and we grew up thinking it's normal seeing people that are sick. That was our normal. That was our normal. It was my normal seeing people get poked with needles, getting their blood sugars taken, going and taking medications, watching their sugar drop, popping candies in their mouth. Like, that was my normal. But that's not normal. That is abnormal. And unfortunately, so much of our lives, the abnormal has become normal. It's normal to see people fucking sick out here in these streets. It is so normal. And so when you show up, when you don't got no chronic disease, you don't have any comorbidities, you're not on medications, that shit is abnormal as fuck. When you see somebody like that, that's abnormal. But it's so backwards. It's so backwards. I just did a video about that the other day. It's so backward. So to undo this entire lifestyle, this whole time that you've had, you really have to change the mentality, adopt a new mentality, adopt a new identity, and fully step into this new version of yourself and be thinking and doing and acting and stepping into that fully and doing it every single day. It's a practice. You absolutely have to do it every single day. I still get fat girl thoughts in my head every single day. I still deal with that because that was so much of my life. And it doesn't go away just like that. But what does happen is self-coaching. You catch yourself. You interrupt those thoughts. You take a moment to decide. You don't just default and go back into your old behaviors, because if you do, you know where you're going to end up. You know exactly right where you're going to end up again. You make decisions more clearly, more intelligently, more wisely. You make these decisions better. And you understand that if I want to get to that other side and I want to stay on that other side, then this is what I got to do. And you do it. You commit to that action. You stay disciplined to it. And that's so much of why we struggle with the health part, with the exercise, with the nutrition, with the everything that goes around it. Because when you get down to it, it really is just fitness, nutrition, accountability are the three things. And we we mess all of that up because we're not fully stepping into this person who lives this way on the daily. And if you want it to be a lifestyle, you have to live it every single day. Just like you lived that old life that you had, you got to live this new life with just as much intensity as you lived that old one. That old life that caused you to be this sick as you are, you got to live this new life just as hard, honey, or even harder. You got to do it. And it takes every single day, every single moment. I mean, I catch myself all the time having to make decisions. It gets easier, but it never stops. The fat girl mentality don't stop. It's still there. But the new version of who I am, the life that I want to have, the career that I want to have, the business that I want to have, the legacy that I want to leave, the family that I want to leave, that Alex, that Dr. Alex, this is what she does on the daily. So that's what I submit to all of you watching this video, whether you're watching it now or later on. That is what I submit to you. Whatever health concern that you have going on, the food, the nutrition, the medications, the supplements, the workouts, that all comes. But it's only until you adopt the mentality, till you address the mental part, till you address the identity part, will you see success, the long-term success that is needed to break free from all of this, to live life on the other side of your illness. That is what is required. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I see Enrique leaving some comments, an identity crisis. Thank you for all your support. I appreciate it. Habitual acts, cocoon of sickness. That's right, honey. We create a little nest. We create a little nest. And Miss Crystal, let's fuck shit up the right way. That's right, honey. You got to get real with people. And that, and that's why I love having my own practice, because I don't got to answer to nobody. I could say whatever I want. I could say the real stuff that needs to be told to people that mainstream healthcare and all that is not telling you, because they'll get dinged and they'll get in trouble with whoever about it. But this is the real stuff that you have to address, that you have to talk about. And that's why, despite health insurance, despite all of this other stuff, people are still chronically ill. So don't tell me that traditional health insurance and traditional medicine is doing anybody any good, because it's not. People are still sick. It's not until you take control into your own hands are you not going to become well. Are you not going to achieve whatever version of health that you see for yourself? It's not until you take control of it yourself will you achieve that. It's all up to you. And that's why I make these videos. That's why I go live, because I love teaching about this. I love sharing about this, and I love empowering you and to think a little bit differently. And sometimes I got to be a little bit real, but it's only because it comes from love, and it comes from a place of experience with myself, because I was very sick for a long time, very heavy for a long time, dealt with a lot of mental shit, a lot of emotional shit. But life on the other side, let me tell you, it's amazing. It's amazing when you feel amazing, when you feel hot, when you're going out, you put on what you want to put on, you go do what you want to do. Nothing is holding you back. It's amazing. I love it. All right, guys. So that's my video for today. Like I said, I'm going to restream this tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. And if you got any comments, questions, whatever, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'll go back and message through with everybody. And like I always say, for a balanced life, just add spice. I'll talk to you mañana. Oh, I see one more comment coming through. We have a health don't care system. Exactly. All right. Gracias. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you mañana with my next video. Bye.